Hey guys, it's Melly Anderson here. Thanks for watching, and in this video I'm going to show you how to do a all drugstore makeup look, and this is with Oldies but Goodies, so it's makeup I used to love back in the day, all drugstore. So I'm diving into it. It's kind of been sitting in my makeup collection for a while, and I wanted to give it a try to see if I still like it. So if you want to see how to get this look using makeup that you could probably still find at the drugstore, maybe not, then just keep watching and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Alright, so the primer back in the day, I used to use one heck of a blot primer and the Benefit the Pore Professional. I think Matte Rescue. I think I'm gonna use this one. It's like a blue, it's cooling. It's supposed to be matte. Oh, I'm probably using way too much. Ooh, way too much on my forehead. It's like a gel. It does get nice and tacky, which would be nice to hold makeup on. Yeah. So that, I know I really liked one heck of a blot too. This is more of, oh my pores, that silkier, creamy, not creamy, that silkier texture. Velvety, silkier, velvety texture. It's supposed to be matte also, so we'll just really fill in the pores here. I have pretty big pores right on my cheeks, so. Okay. So the foundation I used to love back in the day was still a good staple. They still sell it in drugstores. And it was really the first foundation that I was like, I tried a few and I just like didn't like them, and then I tried this and I was like, sold. So it's the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Matte. So it's in this Infallible collection, but this is the Pro Matte one. I think they have like a Pro Glow one too, but this one is great, especially if oily skin, and this is amazing in the summertime. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna use that today. It might be a little dark because like I said, I did use this in the summertime, but it's a demi matte finish. Ooh, it's pretty crusty. Oh, let's see how the color goes. I am just gonna use a foundation brush. Okay, so this color actually might not be too dark. You know what? I think back in the day I used to use a beauty blender. I just love the finish of this, and it stays all day long. I remember I used to wear this going out in the summertime and being out all night, and I would barely get any shine, and my makeup would just last. So this has really good lasting power. I think it's a little hard to blend out, but I think that might just be because I have an older bottle, an older version, that it's like, I never remember it being this hard to blend out. It's definitely because it's probably expired, so I probably will be throwing it away and just going and buying a new one. So, just because around the edges it's a little hard to blend, definitely because it's cold. So you can see the finish is super smooth, doesn't accentuate pores, and really gives you like a flawless smooth matte look. And like it says, it's demi matte, so definitely agree with that. It's not super matte, but it also gives enough coverage. This shade is 106 Sun Beige. It's a pretty good match for me. There's a few concealers I used to use back in the day that were pretty good. I believe some of these say you can still get your hands on. I'm just not quite sure. So the L'Oreal True Match. This is a pretty good one. Another one is the CoverGirl Outlast All Day. And then I think my very first concealer was the NYX HD Full Coverage Concealer. So I'm actually going to use this because I haven't dabbled into that in a very, very long time. CW01, and this one is CW04. I'll probably take the 04. A lot of this makeup I should throw away, so don't use old makeup really. It's just not good, not hygienic. So definitely throw your makeup away if you haven't used it in a while. Some makeups have expirations on them, so I'm just using it for the video, and then I'm gonna like toss this shit. Pretty old. Not like super old, but old enough that I shouldn't be using it. I am gonna take a little bit of the lighter one. Ooh, and put that right there. I'm gonna blend it out with my damp beauty blender. Blends out pretty nice. Funny fact, back in the day when I was first starting makeup, I never knew you were supposed to dampen your sponge, so I would always blend out my makeup with the hard-ass sponge that was dry. I was like, wow, people really enjoy this? This is kind of challenging. And like, when I first bought my beauty blender, you know how it comes and it's like little? It's like, wow, this looks so much bigger on videos. On people's videos. Like, how'd they get a big one? And then I realized once I was supposed to wet it and it got bigger after you wetted it. It's like, oh my god, I'm such an idiot. This is actually blending out. For as old as it is, it's blending out really nicely. It says it's HD photogenic. So I want to say you could probably still get this concealer, or maybe they just revamped it. I don't know. This actually looks pretty nice. I thought this was going to be a disaster, but it turns out it's working out. Alright, so also back in the day, I knew nothing about loose baking powders, loose setting powders, I should say. I only really used pressed powders, and my favorite was the Rimmel Stay Matte pressed powder. This one's in Silky Beige. I believe I had one that was translucent or something like that. This is great if you have oily skin. And then my other first loose setting powder was, once I discovered how to use loose setting powders, was the NYX HD Studio Photogenic loose setting powder. The only thing I didn't like about this one is it definitely showed white cast. So even though it says it's HD Photogenic, I don't know, maybe I was using it wrong, but I saw it in my photos. So I'm going to go in with this, and I'm just going to put it all over my face. It's also great for if you're like in the middle of the day and you realize you're getting oily. Just put this on oily spots, and it's great. It smooths everything out. Oh, I love this. And for this video, I will put a little of that NYX powder underneath my eyes, just so you guys can see what it's kind of like. Ooh, it's very white, very powdery. Just gonna. Ooh. Oh. You just need a little bit. I'm telling you, a little bit goes a long way. It does feel very smooth though. Very smooth and light. I am a mess with loose powders. Like, how does that happen? How do I put the lid on crooked? And all the powder just dumps everywhere. So the bronzer, sorry, I have a lot of NYX stuff, but that was like the brand that I loved back in the day, is the NYX, or NYX, I call it NYX, matte bronzer. I was super into matte, anything matte back in the day, because I was really oily when I was younger. Now that I'm a little older, my hormones changed and now I'm like dry. So I have the color Deep Tan. Obviously I used a lot, I hit pan, but it's a really nice matte bronzer. And okay, pretty nice. It's nice, subtle blend so I can read this brush. So losing some hairs. I actually kind of really like this brush for bronzing because it goes on nice and light and not too heavy. You can really blend it out. It is more of a warm red tone bronzer. Okay, this brush is shedding so much. Like I said, I have a lot of NYX products. I used to get this Baked Blush Illuminator and Bronzer, which doesn't make any sense because there's no bronzer in here at all. But this is in the color Spanish Rose. It's really pretty. It's like a shimmery. To pull this on. And then for highlighter, the one, I didn't really use highlighter back in the day. I had no idea what it was. But the highlighter I'm going to use is the Wet n Wild Fergie one. This one's really pretty. Pinky with some champagne in there. And this is in, I think it's just called, oh no, it's called Rose Champagne Glow. So definitely rose and like champagne. It's really pretty. Right on the cheek. Ooh, it's pretty. It's really nice. Pretty pigmented. I think you can still get this. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I want to say they still make big pans like this, but I don't know if you can get the Fergie one. I think you can get like the brunch one, whatever that one's called. So that is pretty much the face. I'm going to do my eyebrows real quick off camera, and then I'll be back to do the rest of the makeup. Okay guys, so now it's time for the eye look. The eyeshadow that I was obsessed with back in the day, and that was kind of the first single eyeshadow that I fell in love with, and it's so easy and you can still get your hands on it today, and I highly suggest it. Especially if you're a beginner, it's a beautiful shade and it will work on all skin tones. So this is the L'Oreal Paris in 24-Hour Infallible Eyeshadow. So this is what it looks like, and this is in the color Amber Rush. Everyone loved this color. This is amazing. So when you open it up, it comes with this little cap thing that presses the shadow to keep it pressed so all that pigment stays there. But it's really beautiful. So I'm going to put that on my eyelids, but first I'm just going to go in with that bronzer and just give myself a quick crease color, a transition shade. So I'm just going to do this real quick. Nothing crazy, because back in the day I didn't know how to do eye looks. So I would usually just use a single eyeshadow like that one, pop it on my lid and blend it out a little. Then when I started learning about transition, then I would just add a little transition, but that would be about it. So once you get used to doing a transition shade, you can't go back. Like, it's really hard for me not to do a transition shade. So that's pretty even. Just needs to be buffed out. It's really hard for me to get my eyelids even. And buff that bronzer color underneath the lash line. That's that. And now for the fun part. So you can definitely use your finger for this. I'm going to use a brush just because I don't want to be messy. I don't like being messy. Last longer. Oh my god, I love this color. This color will look good on any eye color. And any skin tone. That's what's so amazing about it. I'm just pressing it just on the eyelid. Like, how pretty is that? Then I'm going to take that fluffy brush, take a little more of that bronze, and just blend it so there's no harsh line between the shadow and the crease color. You don't have to do this. You really don't, but we're just going to take that highlighter that we use and use this for our inner corner and our brow bone. So I am going to add a little bit of eyeliner, just a little bit, just because I am going to put on false lashes. So I didn't use false lashes back in the day, but I really like them, and I'm trying to wear them more so I get better practice at putting them on. That way when I want to wear them and go out, you know, I'm pretty confident in putting them on and that they'll last. I still use the 24-hour Infallible Super Slim Liquid Eyeliner by L'Oreal. It's super slim, super tiny, and skinny, so you can get real precise, because then I just want a really tiny line. So I'm just going to line it so when we put on false lashes, the band blends a little better. Now I like to put on mascara before I put on false lashes, but whatever you like best, you do. So some people like to put on the false lashes and then put on mascara, but not me. Sorry peeps, I forgot that I had to spray my face. I didn't use setting spray back in the day. Actually, the first one I used and I love and I still use is the Urban Decay All Nighter. Just ran out of my big bottle, so now I'm using my travel one. So I should probably get a new one, but yeah. And with this foundation, you really don't have to spray, but if you extra oily, need that extra protection, yeah, go on and spray like I do. Mascara I used to use back in the day, that was my ride or die, was the, what brand is this? L'Oreal? Yeah. L'Oreal Voluminous Million Lashes. So it's the gold one, and it has a big wand. So I love this, still use it. So I'm going to use that today. So I'm just going to put a little bit of mascara on. Alright, now that we have mascara on, I'm actually going to throw on some false lashes. And I'm going to use the ones that everyone used to love back in the day. I'm sure people still use them and love them. You can still get them. But it's the Ardell Wispies. Yeah, I am going to throw these bad boys on and I will be right back to finish the look. Okay guys, so here are the lashes on. They're okay. They're a little thick for my liking. I don't know what you guys think. They're really pretty, but they're a little harder to get on. I don't know why. Maybe because they're thicker. I don't know, but they feel pretty good though. Close, you can see the eyeshadow with that Amber Rush, really pretty. And then here's the lashes. Okay, so final thing we have to do, guys, is the lips. I never used to use lip product back in the day. I never knew to pick the right color. I'd always pick like bright pinks and I'd put them on like, ugh. Like, I hate this. When I wasn't picking like nudes and more natural colors, what I like. The one shade that I was obsessed with in the summer, looks really weird now to me. I was obsessed with like very, very nude lips, and this one's 740 Sparkling Sand. Who's it by? Maybelline, I would say. Yeah, Maybelline. So it's literally the nudest nude, but it has like really pretty sparkle in it. So I'm going to show you this. I'm really nervous, but I was obsessed with this. I would like apply it all day long. My lips were never nude enough. So, although I love the formula, I love the formula of this lip collection. My lips are really chapped, so just ignore that. But this color is nice because you can kind of use it as a lipstick. As a chapstick. You don't really have to be really precise because it's more like a shimmer. I would literally just pack it on all day long. Actually, still kind of like it. It's okay. It's okay. It's kind of like I have frosting on my lips, but it's really pretty, really nude. I really like it. I feel very glamorous today. So last but not least, I have my very first liquid lip products that I still use today and are my favorite. What is my favorite? Here it is. So these are so good if you're looking for affordable, drugstore, long-lasting, comfortable liquid lipstick. Definitely go with these. These are the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit, and my favorite shade of all time is Rebel Rose. We'll show you this. See, I'm pretty old, but they're literally $5. And I love this color. Please excuse my crusty ass lips. So this is a, did I say it was Rebel Rose? It's a really nice, cool tone mauve. Subtle, but brings really nice color to the lips. Just comfortable and all that jazz. So, okay guys, so this is the final look. Really hope you liked it. It was really fun for me to dive back into my makeup I used to love back in the day. It actually turned out pretty good. I'm pretty impressed. So, yeah, that's my challenge to you, is to try or go look through your makeup collection and find oldies but goodies that I used to love back in the day and try them out again, because you know we get so wrapped up in the new and upcoming products and we want the next best thing, when really we probably have a lot of amazing stuff in our collection. If you have them for a really long time, the product's not going to be as good as it originally was, and it can like have hypogenic things. You need to like just toss it because of the bacteria that builds up in there, and you don't want to put that on your skin. So definitely go through your collection every once in a while and toss what you no longer use. So thanks again guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up. I'm going to do another video just like this, oldies but goodies, but using my high-end makeup that I dived into back in the day when I was just getting started with makeup, and kind of do a same thing to see if I still love those products. So thanks again so much for watching, and bye.